Hello, Andrew here, and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my Premier League predictions for the weekend starting on the 31st of March. Yes, it's been a while because we've had internationals, and England done alright. Won 1-0 against Holland, first time since 1969 we beat them at in their country, and we won 1 against Italy, although it was a soft penalty. But we always do well in the friendlies. Is when the main competition comes around, is when we flop. Anyway, back to the Premier League. The first game, Crystal Palace versus Liverpool. Crystal Palace had a 2-0 win against Huddersfield, and it was the return of Zaha and Sakho for them, which is a big plus for them. They've been missing most of the season, both of those two players. So, and when them two play, Crystal Palace normally play well. I mean, we still shouldn't have got rid of Sakho. I still think he had a future at Liverpool, but something must have seriously went with him and Klopp, and yeah, that was that. We beat Watford 5-0. I mean, Mohamed Salah got 4 and Firmino got 1. But Crystal Palace is no easy place to go to. We've had our problems with them in the past, and with them two, Zaha and Sakho being back from being a plus, Crystal Palace are going to be right up for this game. They know they can beat us on their day. I hope they don't, because for our top 4 ambitions. I'll talk more about that game in about an hour and a half's time when I find out the team news. But for now, I reckon the result's going to be 2-1 to Liverpool. Brighton and Leicester. Brighton never had a game because of the adverse weather conditions that we've been having, and neither did Leicester. So yeah, both of them are fresh from internationals. They've had a good couple of weeks off. I mean, Brighton normally do quite well at home. Leicester seem to struggle away from home. I'm going to say for a 2-1 win to Brighton. Manchester United versus Swansea. Again, Man United never had a game, neither did Swansea. So, yeah, both fresh again. No, it wasn't adverse weather conditions. It was the FA Cup. Sorry about that, guys. I was wondering where the games were from other teams. No, it was the FA Cup. It wasn't the adverse weather conditions that stopped it. Yeah, I just realised now it was the FA Cup. So Leicester had Chelsea and they lost in extra time. Brighton would have played somebody, but the person they were playing was still in the FA Cup. Now I get it. Right. Man United, as I say, had Swansea. Man United, they went through themselves. Funny enough, against Swansea in the FA Cup. So I think Man United will win again. I think they'll win. I think they won 4-1, Man United, in the FA Cup. And you can see a similar scoreline again today. Newcastle versus Huddersfield. Huddersfield lost 2-0 to Crystal Palace, and Newcastle didn't have a game because their team was in the FA Cup that they were facing. So Newcastle have had 2 weeks off, and with the internationals and that a lot. I think Newcastle will come out with this one, and I'm going to say a 2-1 win to Newcastle. Watford versus Bournemouth. Well, Watford are going to really be looking to bounce back after their 5-0 defeat. Their horror show against Liverpool, especially defensively. They just allowed Salah too much space and time. And they will be looking to put that right. And they normally do quite well at home. But Bournemouth, they beat West Brom 2-1. Bournemouth are one of these teams that are up and down. You never know what one's going to turn up. But I think this one's going to end up a draw. I'm going to say a 2-2 draw. West Brom and Burnley. West Brom are really, really in trouble. If they have I think it's 1 or 2 more defeats, they are down. And I think Burnley didn't have a game because of the FA Cup. And I think, do you know what? I think this is going to be another draw. I'm going to say 1-1. West Ham versus Southampton. I'm sorry I keep touching on those. I've got a real horrible sore throat and phlegmy throat at the moment. It's horrible. I'll try to just talk through it. West Ham versus Southampton. Southampton won the FA Cup. They won 2-0. And West Ham didn't have a game. So, I mean, Southampton got a new manager. They're both going to be looking for the points. And I can see this being a high-scoring game. And I'm going to say 3-2 to Southampton. I know they haven't been scoring recently, but they got back to scoring ways in the FA Cup. And I think, yeah... under Mark Hughes, they will start scoring goals again. And yeah, I think high scoring game, 3-2 Southampton. Everton, Manchester City. Everton beat Stoke 2-1 away from home. Manchester City were in the FA Cup. And I think Man City can have a score fest here if they really want it. I'm going to say 4-1 to Manchester City. They're getting closer and closer to the title anyway, and they score goals for fun. So, then your Sunday games, Arsenal versus Stoke. As I say, Stoke lost 2-1 to Everton. Arsenal, were they in the FA Cup? No, they would have had a game, but their team was in the FA Cup. That's right. So I think Arsenal, you know, they're going to get the points. They're going to push for top 4. They won't give up on top 4, not until it's over. And I think they win today, and I'm going to say 3-0 to Arsenal. Chelsea and Spurs, 2 teams. I mean, ideally, we want this to be a draw. But I just think Tottenham's got the edge over Chelsea at the moment, even without Harry Kane. And I'm going to say 2-1 to Spurs. So yeah, that's my predictions for this weekend. I'll be back in roughly an hour and a half to do the Crystal Palace versus Liverpool preview. And yeah, I hope you'll like and subscribe to my channel. Please share with others, and I'll speak to you all soon. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.